welcome to our yin class. And we are going to be doing yin for a peaceful sleep. So if you have some socks, you might want to have those nearby. A pillow or a bolster and a blanket are always helpful. And if you have some oil that you can use to massage yourself with, you want to have that nearby as well. And if you wanted to, you can even be doing this class in your pajamas. So we're going to start sitting, getting your sits bones nice and firmly planted. You can have your legs crossed or you can have your legs outstretched. So we're going to get ourselves ready to slip into a peaceful sleep. So taking a moment, closing your eyes, settling in to your body, noticing how you're feeling in this moment. And we'll do 3 cleansing breaths just to release any tension that you might be bringing onto the mat from your day. So taking a breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth with a sigh. We'll do 2 more like that. Inhale. And once more. Beautiful. Letting your shoulders relax. Settling into your regular breath. With your eyes closed, I'd like to share a poem by Danna Faulds with you as we start our practice. And it's called Being Home. Where can I soften in this posture? Where is the edge between opening and force? The line between stretch and too much effort? The mind and body serve up a feast of feelings, each breath another chance to deepen and release. The smallest motion, or even just a quiet sigh, could be all that I require to shift my focus from the outer to the inner realm, a change from feeling lost to being home. I thought that was a really wonderful poem, especially with yin, because yin's all about going inside and finding that place of home. So let's start with our breath. We're going to do a 3-3-6 breath this evening. So we're going to inhale for 3, we're going to hold for 3, and then we'll exhale for 6. So let's begin taking an exhale together. And then inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, and exhale. And do 2 more like that. And as you exhale, feeling yourself softening, bringing your breath back to its natural rhythm. Feeling a sense of peace washing over you. Whenever we can get our exhale to be longer than our inhale, it tells our parasympathetic nervous system to rest and digest. Have your oil nearby. You can place a little splash of oil in your hand. I'm going to start with our right foot, so just rubbing that oil around. You might want to stretch your left leg out. We'll start at the ankles. We're going to give our feet a massage. And just rubbing that oil around. We hold so much tension, so much stress in our feet. Sending some love down into your feet. It's really good to massage your feet before you go to bed. As I mentioned, there's a lot of tension and tightness that builds up in your feet, but your feet also hold any emotions. So feeling around as you massage, if there's any tender spots in certain areas, see if you can gently massage those out to the tips of your toes. Maybe massaging the tops of your feet, starting just at the point where your foot meets your shin, and massaging out to your big toe, and moving to your next toe, and all the way down each of those toes, releasing any stuck energy in between the bones and the tops of your feet. Maybe massaging around your big toe at the base. This area is connected to our neck. If you have any stress, you might find it a little tender around there. And then when you're finished with massaging that foot, you might want to grab a sock and just place a sock on. And we'll switch our sides. So we'll do the other side. You might want to grab a little bit more oils. And then giving this foot a nice massage around your ankles, your heels. Your feet are stuck in boots these days, so it's nice to kind of connect with them and show them a little love and compassion for all that they do. They take us so many places. Massaging in and around the toes, maybe from the base of your shin down each of those bones to your toes and off the ends. And any tender spots or tension on the bottoms of your feet, give them a little rub. A little bit of love. Massaging up by the balls of your feet. This is energetically connected to your heart. If you're feeling any heartaches, you might want to send a little extra love in there. If you follow down your arches towards the heel, this is our lower back. So if you're ever feeling any lower back issues, you might want to massage a little bit more there. And then all the way around the heel. And then when you are finished with that foot, you can place your sock on. And just giving your hands a little rub. Massaging any excess oils in. And from here, we're going to come into child's pose. So getting yourself in a child's pose, you can take your knees a little wider if you'd like. You can either use your bolster in between your knees if you want it to be nice and comfy for you. And then laying all the way down, you can rest your forehead on your bolster. Or if you want, you can bring your head all the way down to the floor. So playing around, seeing what feels best for you. Allowing your hips to get heavy. Breathing all the way up the back body. Letting your shoulders soften. Closing your eyes. Letting go of your day. And just being with your breath. Following the natural flow as you breathe in. And breathe back out. And if you find your mind is drifting, you find you're attaching to thoughts, just bring your attention back to your breath. Allowing those thoughts to drift on by. Allowing any muscles that don't need to be working to be soft. We'll take 10 more breaths here. And then very slowly bringing yourself back up, bringing your knees back together. We're going to come into a little swan pose from here. So we're going to take the right knee up to the right wrist, sliding your left leg back, making sure this right knee is feeling okay. There's no sharp pains. Maybe wiggling back and forth, feeling yourself settling here. Taking a few breaths. You can always take a bolster or prop and place it underneath your right hip if you need to. And then we're going to make our way all the way down to the floor. Letting yourself settle here. letting yourself soften. Softening your shoulders, softening your face. It's a great pose to come into if you've been sitting all day. Great pose to release any tension from your hips. So breathing into that tension as you exhale, imagine the tension dissolving, melting away. And just finding that place that feels right for you. Letting go of what no longer serves you. And coming back to that place of peace and tranquility. Coming back to your breath. We'll take 5 more breaths here. And then slowly bringing yourself back up. Let's take that right leg and just stretch it out, maybe bringing it out behind and moving it in any way that feels good for you, just to bring some circulation back down that leg. We'll get ready to do the other side. So we'll take the left knee to the left wrist, sliding that right leg back. Finding that spot that feels right, maybe wiggling back and forth. And again, making sure that this left knee feels okay. If it's feeling a little tender, you might want to bring your foot in a little bit closer. But if it feels okay, you can wiggle that foot up a little bit higher. And then when you're ready, we'll bring ourselves all the way back down into a beautiful sleeping swan. You can use your prop if you'd like underneath your head, or if you want, you can come all the way down to the floor. Allowing yourself to soften, shoulders relaxing. Breathing into any tension in that left hip. And just observing what happens with that tension. Observing how it shifts and moves. And eventually dissolves. And allowing all the muscles in your face to relax. Coming back to your breath, coming back home. And just see if you can get your exhale to be longer than your inhale. And we'll take 5 more breaths here. And then slowly bringing yourself back up. We'll send that left leg back, giving a little stretch, bend, bring some circulation back into that left leg. And then we'll swing our legs around in front of us, grabbing hold of your pillow or your bolster. We'll bring the left foot in. We'll come into our forward fold here. If you need an extra pillow to prop up, go right ahead. And when you're ready, we'll slowly fold down over your hips. You can stack your fists on top of each other, letting the shoulders relax, feeling a stretch along that right leg and your hamstrings. With each exhalation, maybe getting a little bit deeper, softening a little bit more. Allowing the muscles to be soft. Getting into the ligaments and the tendons. And while you're here, be bringing to mind the things that you're grateful for your day. Can be simple things or more bigger things, whatever it is. Maybe going through your day and isolating all of those things that you can be grateful for. And then we'll slowly bring ourselves back up. Taking your left leg and bringing it out. Give both legs a shake. Maybe point your toes and flex them. And then we'll bring the right leg in. We'll get ready to do the other side. So when you're ready, just folding yourself forward, getting your bolster, your block, whatever prop you're using, set up. Maybe stacking your fists. And just noticing any differences on this side. Allowing the muscles to soften. Allowing shoulders to relax. Breathing all the way back down into your belly. Maybe finding a smile on your face as you have reviewed all of those wonderful things to be grateful for. Slowly bringing yourself back up. Taking your bolster, your pillow out of the way. And we're going to lay all the way down onto the floor. So stretching your legs out. We're going to bring our arms overhead. Taking a nice full breath into your belly. Letting out a sigh. We're going to come into a little banana shape. So taking your feet over to the right. We'll take our head and our arms over to the right. So coming into this shape like a banana. You can always take your left foot over your right foot so you're feeling a nice stretch along the left side of your body. And just closing your eyes here. Taking that breath all the way back into your belly. Maybe closing your eyes. Checking in with the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. Keeping that exhale longer than your inhale. And we'll uncross the left leg, bringing your feet and your arms and your head back nice and long on the mat, taking a nice big breath in and back out. We'll go over to the other side, so taking your feet to the bottom left corner, bringing your arms and head to the left, the top corner, maybe crossing your right ankle over your left. Closing your eyes, and we'll just hang out in this banana shape. Allowing the right side of your body to soften with each exhalation. And we'll bring ourselves back to center. Maybe bringing your knees in for a little hug and rock from side to side. And if your bolster's nearby or your pillow, we're going to lift the hips, bringing the pillow or the bolster underneath those hips. And then we'll take our feet up to the ceiling. Hanging out here. If you're near a wall, you can always prop yourself up against the wall. Letting your arms relax. Letting your legs hang up there. Allowing the blood to flow down to your heart. Maybe closing your eyes. Just imagine that your feet are at the top of a waterfall. Imagine water flowing down from your toes. Washing away any busy thoughts. Bringing your feet up like this is an excellent way to end your day. Nice way to transition from busyness to stillness. We'll take 5 more breaths here. And slowly bringing your knees in, maybe wrapping your arms around and rocking from side to side again. We'll bring our feet back down to the mat, lift your hips up and just move your prop out of the way. We're going to come into a spinal twist, so taking your arms out either into a T shape or cactus shape. And then we'll let the knees float down to the right, taking your head over to the left, making any adjustments so that it feels right for you. Shoulders relaxing on the mat. Neck relaxed and face soft. Breathing all the way down the length of your spine. And letting go. And then slowly bringing your knees and your head back to center. You can bring your knees in for another hug and rock from side to side. And when you're ready, we'll do the other side. So taking your arms out, bringing your knees to the left. And your head over to the right, closing your eyes. Breathing all the way down into your belly. and letting go. We'll take 5 more breaths here. And bringing your head and your knees back to center. We'll get ready for our final shape. So if you wanted to use your pillow or your bolster underneath your knees, feels nice to have them underneath there. And set that up if you want to get your blanket and put that over top of you, getting yourself nice and comfortable. Letting out a sigh, letting go, feeling the beautiful support of the floor. Closing your eyes, and giving yourself permission to rest and relax. I'll guide you through a relaxation, bringing your awareness down to the tips of your toes, imagining relaxing energy flowing down each of your toes, moving to the balls of your feet, the arches, and all the way down to your heels. Feeling your feet relaxed, happy. And this relaxation moves around your ankles, begins to travel up your shins and your calves, floating over your knees and through your thighs, massaging and relaxing all the muscles here. As it slowly moves around your hips, begins to travel up your back, feeling all those muscles supported by the floor, relaxing and softening. And it reaches your shoulders, releasing any last bits of stress or tension before it begins to flow down each of your arms, over the elbows, the forearms, your wrists, and the palms of your hands, all the way down to the tips of your fingers. Arms relaxed and letting go. And it moves up your neck and across your jawline, feeling your cheeks sinking in, tongue resting gently in your mouth, feeling all the muscles in your face soften. And it spirals around your eyes, over your forehead, smoothing away any lines of concern. Feeling your entire body totally relaxed, fully supported by the floor beneath you. And with your eyes closed, gazing up to the center of your forehead, I'd like you to engage your imagination. And imagine yourself now in a beautiful forest, noticing all the gorgeous colors of green, the smells of pine and cedar in the air, lovely green moss path. And you make your way along this path, in this beautiful forest, feeling the wonderful energy, the trees, feeling all the wonderful energy of nature. And you sit down on a stump, gazing out into this forest, feeling at peace and in harmony with everything around you. Feeling at home. And with that feeling of peace and harmony, making your way back along the moss path, heading back and connecting again with your body, bringing a full breath into your belly and beginning to reanimate your fingers and toes, coming back into your room, bringing with you that feeling of peace and tranquility. And when you're ready, you can roll to your right side and bringing yourself back up to a seated position. Or if you choose, you can just stay where you are. And sitting up nice and tall, if that's where you're at, just bringing your hands together at your heart center. Take a collective breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. Breathing in and out. Wishing you all a very peaceful night's sleep. Namaste.